Volatility exploding here as markets down big. Triple Q's losing over 2% on the day, S&P down 1.5%. And do we have a breakdown on our hands, or could we be getting some taco action? Tomorrow's not Tuesday, but it is Thursday. So we may be serving that platter up, but we'll see if that's the case. But let's take a look into it. So we had a pretty good sell here today. You can see volatility up 16.5 on the VIX there. SPX down 1.5, as I mentioned. And we are holding on to this trend line here, the upsloping kind of ascending wedge pattern here on the S&P. I was a little disappointed. I was kind of looking for 73.50 this morning or this afternoon. And the reason I was looking for that is there was some interest down there, some gamma interest, but that would kind of fill out that air pocket right there from the gap on the it was the end of it was the beginning of quarter, or so that was the end of quarter, 629 right there. So I was kind of looking for kind of basically a slice of this trend line here, a good sweep of it, and possibly for a dip buy there. But we didn't get that, and right now we're just kind of pinned below 7,400. QQQ 690. So those were levels that I was kind of highlighting once we started to come down here. And by the way, apologies on the morning stream this morning. I'm not sure, YouTube was giving me problems, so you're like kicked on and off there. So apologies on that. But if you want to catch us tomorrow morning at 8:45, we'll be trading that on Carnivore Trades. The link will be in the description there. And if you want to be in the live trading room where we actually give out the entry and exit here in real time with risk management, that's on carnivoretrades.com. 4 for 4 this week. Each day we've taken one trade, and each day we've absolutely knocked it out of the park on all of those. So kind of a wild week here, but you got to catch these moves in the morning, and then nothing happens, right? But anyway, we're down here 2% here on the Qs, and something that I find interesting, DRAM is green, as is Korea, EWY. SMH is down 2%, but it was an inside day all the way. We have INTC reporting after the close. And there's positive flows in that. I don't know if it's going to be out by the time their earnings are out, but I'll just try to give it to you anyway. It looks like it could go to 120. So as long as it doesn't like barf out, right? If it doesn't barf out, it's got interest up to 115, 120. We can zoom out there, but I wouldn't play it. I don't think it's worth playing here. It's just not a clear edge there, but we'll see if it does bounce. A couple of things about today. We had a pretty good sell. I think there's a couple of reasons why this might just unwind tomorrow. Like, there's a lot of hysteria here from what I'm seeing, and for right now, we're still inside of this range. With all that's going on here, the S&P is 3% from all-time highs. Oil is up 5%, a little over that. We got to remember, we have an election here, and one of the big mistakes here that I talked about back in March was don't ever assume that the policymakers can't do something, right? There's a graveyard of bodies miles long of people thinking that they can fade policymakers. Well, Trump can't pump the market. Trump's lost control. That did not work out for those people, right? At all. So don't ever assume that they can't do that. They might just have a different pain point. But I would think that they're going to want to walk this down. Maybe not tomorrow or tonight, but over the weekend. Certainly possible. And you can come in here and say, well, Iran's not going to, well, maybe they won't, but maybe it'll just go the other way anyway. Maybe positioning is getting stretched. We'll see. But nonetheless, really good move here for oil. The sign that it was kind of strong here was the fact that it didn't spend more than one day below those pivots there. And look at XLE here. We talked about that. X marks the spot. It gapped right through it. It has been selling off, though. It might turn red here by the end of the day. It could be interesting. But nonetheless, so there's that. We've got NQ here, which right now, has a pretty good RSI divergence on the 4-hour. ES, getting there as well. It's starting to get buried here. So I don't know if we go too much lower here. I just don't really think that there's, and again, I'm just speaking about tomorrow here. I don't think there's a great risk reward on the downside right now. That doesn't mean we can't, just puke out. VIX does have some positive gamma here. We have a new contract. But, it was up over 20% at one point today. And a lot of the time when that happens, you'll get mean reversion the following day. So there definitely was a little hysteria kind of coming into the tape here. That said, I don't think we're going to moon. You've got Apple earnings next week, Amazon, we got the FOMC. So I think hedges are just going to be held on to until then, at least. But as of right now, for all the 10-year yield at new highs, or at least local highs, right? It's not quite all the way up there. The 30-year is at basically a new high. And the S&P is like 3% from all-time highs. I just did a video on kind of explaining dispersion a little bit more. There was kind of that article. It's right here on the main channel. Go check it out. It's only 5-6 minutes long. There's that data that came out the other day about like record short interest, and like it's like the highest since COVID and the highest since the GFC. Yeah, this stuff is real, and it matters, and you have to understand it. Otherwise, you're going to get left behind in this market, like a lot of people did here, because it's not our father's market anymore. I won't get into it too much here. Go check it out. But yeah, anyway, there's a setup for a pop here. I don't think we're necessarily going to moon though. But yeah, anyway, so markets here getting a little bit of a bounce into the close. Q's holding 690, SPX 7400. We'll see if I could see 7350 hitting tomorrow. If that's lost though, yeah, then we could potentially accelerate. IWM only down 70 basis points now, holding the 50-day. Same there with the Dow, essentially. SMH inside day, as we mentioned. Cloud got hammered here. So I was kind of looking for a little bit of a dip today and a rebound intraday, and they didn't quite get the second part there. So it is a little bit lower now. Don't love the technical position it's in, but it remains to be seen if it's going to make a lower low now. Transports inside day. You got to love this too. The transports are flat with oil up 5%. And again, what I talk about in that other video kind of is highlighting exactly what's going on there. TLT obviously down. XHB is actually flat. IYR only down 22 cents. XLF holding up very well. Tag of the 20-day. KRE also off the lows, and broker dealer is off the lows too, but nothing spectacular there. Yeah, oil through the 90 handle. USO 140 is our call wall for tomorrow. There'd have to be there's a right tail at 150. Obviously that would be an extraordinary move for one day, but it's there, so I'll mention it. XLE only up 17 cents now. XOP red and OIH red. So interesting. Oil stocks can't rally with oil up 5%. What's that telling us here? DXY obviously up. So the bull pattern trying to play out here. And then obviously metals got slammed. I said watch out for that if we can't get back above 42. Now we had a nice couple day rally, but no follow through there. These are looking soft. I think this next leg down, though, makes a low for them, though. Copper down, 2.6. And then Bitcoin going to hit. Said it was looking for a trend here today. Thought it might be up, not so much. So it was down. And 64.5, first big spot. And then we got the inverse head and shoulder neckline, which is kind of in the same spot. I'd probably expect that to get tested tomorrow. So market about to close here in about 8 seconds. We'll see what happens with Intel. But my guess is I would be a little surprised if Trump doesn't do anything tonight. Especially since we are a week into the close. So anyway, we'll see what we get. You guys take care. Have a good night. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow morning.